Hello and welcome. In my last episode, I talked about how an artificial intelligence, generative AI, could be more dangerous than a nuclear war. And I went on talking about how it differs from a traditional AI, Microsoft Bing. There was certain revolution I talked about. So I just want to give a recap what I did discuss in my last episode. The one thing that I discussed is the growth success that you see all over the world around you, whether it's a UPI, Paytm, smartphone, or 5G, 4G connectivity. You are hardly a call away from your relatives, your friends, and your uh, loved one. It is all due to technology. I would rather say it is due to quick adaptation of technology by the nations, by the companies, by the businesses, or by the people, especially the individual level, how quickly or how fast you go ahead and adopt a new technology. When I say you adopt a new technology, you might be working, you might be a partner of a business, you might be an individual contributor in an organization as a programmer, as a developer, or as a network engineer, or you might be running your own business. So how quickly you start using the new evolved technology, whether it's smartphone, high connectivity, 5G, the new businesses, or migrating towards a cloud which can ensure the availability, reliability, and give you an assurance of services up to 99.99% that your service will be available. So that sort of adaptation, if you have not only adaptation but the urge to grow your business or to grow yourself individually, if you have that kind of desire, a burning desire, I would say, from the Napoleon Hill, he said burning desire is something that is very important from an individual level, from an organizational level and national level. We call it, we can say that we want to become a Vishwa Guru, but not by saying that we will be becoming a Vishwa Guru or we are Vishwa Guru. It's not going to help us at all. You have, not only you as a minister or a authoritarian, should be talking about it. Your individual should have an urge. Your individual contributor could be at a state level or maybe at a city level or an organization level. Everybody should have an urge to go and learn these new technology in a positive manner to utilize and put into their regular day-to-day work. So programming has become very simple these days with the help of these OpenAI tool. I talked about how generative AI with an interactive chatbot. Earlier, there was a Google. I would say I have been using Google for last 15, almost 15 years throughout my career. This is my experience overall. If the Google was not there, I wouldn't have survived. Even my company wouldn't have survived. Google has given me an opportunity to find out the solution for anything which I was not told in a training, which I was not told, which is not there into my database, which is called knowledge base. So Google has helped me. But to use Google, you needed a brain that was working through the natural processing language. Google would give you a list of articles that, okay, what is causing this slow performance into my for my application. If I put it into the Google, it will give me a list, but I should be able to isolate and summarize it and pick the right information. I should have that brain storming power. If I do not have, I will not be able to do it, fix any problem which is something new, first time has arisen into my career or into my team or my company, anything, or at country level. But I need to have my brain. But now something is coming, like I showed my in my previous video, how quickly I can create a Python script to run or make configuration easily available for my people, those who do not know networking, but they are familiar with the technology and computer. They can, if I am sitting with them, they can easily push the configuration, easily configure multiple routers and switches with the help of a Python script. Earlier, I have to use it manually to make certain adjustments. Even manual configuration is still there because you have new host IP addresses. You can't blindly do anything, trust anything coming as an output from the chat GPT or chatbot, or you know whatever tool the other brain has to be used. You have to use an individual contributor. You have to use, be it an individual contributor, be it a manager, boss, I would say, director, CEO. You have to utilize your brain at the end. But yes, your life will be easy, productivity will increase. When something would used to take around 2 hours, you have something easily available in 15 minutes. You just go ahead and validate things. The validation is still required if you want to use it, uh, uh, how would I say, correctly, appropriately. So that is one aspect that I talked about. And today, what I'm going to talk about, yes, I also talked about the danger of getting OpenAI or artificial intelligence tools into wrong hand will definitely destruct the whole society, because the people are using it to make fake images, the fake videos, especially in terms of pornography, and these fake smile images are getting circulated. So if it goes into wrong hand, like same thing with the nuclear weapon, uranium is a wonderful element. If you use it to produce energy, electricity is a wonderful way of doing the collision and all that, doing the making atomic bomb, energy, how it works. And then Einstein also was disappointed when he saw that nuclear energy, the nuclear weapon, were used. His invention, his discovery was used to destruct humanity. He was disappointed to research. And somebody should not get disappointed to bring this open AI when we see this pornographic or negative stuff going on social media. So we should be very careful. We should be very ethical when using such tools. Something called human intelligence, sensitivity, ethical, your own ethos, your own the conscious should be applied properly. Something should be centralized, I would say, when spreading these tools on the internet. Before it goes into wrong hand, it has to be centralized through the accountable people. Through authority, it should be given access to only the right people, for whom you validated properly, that yes, they have a sense of using it properly for the betterment of individuality or for the organization itself. So that is one aspect. The another one, what is the main difference of these generative AI and the traditional AI, which is the topic of today. We will be going into the deep. So the traditional AI that I talked about, it has given a lot of benefits to the businesses. Earlier it used to work on certain database which is available through the libraries. It will search out the information. But in case of generative AI, it's becoming more interactive. Generative, it can generate text, images, videos, audio, and it's not only generating it, it's interacting with you like a human being. For an example, when you call a uh, or dial a customer care, send the 1-800 number, you get to hear the IVR. And also when you go on their website for customer support, you get a chatbot, but it has a limited information. At the time it gets exhausted, and then the live person comes in. Now with the chat GPT, you don't have to put a human being. It's only a chatbot giving everything a resolution to you. So that sort of changes are useful and dangerous also for individual level, I would say, because people at an initial level, you used to interact and do the probing and isolation of any sort of issues, and I'm talking about the IT sector especially. They will no longer be needed if this chatbot become more pervasive, and it works. It gets enhanced in such a way that it can solve the issues without deploying a human, because it can work 24/7. It has no exhaust limit. You can put lots of machine servers and all that, For human, there are challenges. They have sick leave, they have maternity leave, paternity leave, they have relationship leave, they have festival leave. But for chatbot, you do not have any leaves. Either they are working helpless, well, at 24 cross 7. So level 1, level 2 jobs would be gone within 5 years. So what alternative you giving to them? Through Agniveer, you are giving them training to fight with each. I'm sorry to say this, but what are the alternative? So you need to train your people through certain ethics, technically, that their time has come. They overcome from their legacy or traditional skills they have through CCNM. I mean, they also need to get into the kind of programming stuff, automation. They need to be included instead of excluding them. Maybe not all, because if you put 100 people in the training, and it will become crazy. So in the phases, you have to think about it at organization level, how you train your people to a sensible level that they also get utilized. They should not be left out, because if they will left out, they will create another mess, because they will be going into wrong hands. So, and India, especially the country where we live in, we have 60% young population coming or going into their graduation. So we have a lot of challenge at the moment, how to utilize this young dynamic people into a positive way, and give by giving them skills. Right, a skill is the term, quality skills is the term that we all at a state level, city level, institutional level, we all have to think about it, and we have to restructure educational system within the college, in the universities, and in the companies also, while we perform giving the knowledge transition. So we have to restructure everything that's all is needed at the moment, so that everyone can get included. Companies, those who are very sluggish in adopting the technologies, there are lala companies are there. They called uncle nephew companies also, where they have relatives. So they may not adopt these technology, but they're very legacy people. They will go like that only. But the companies who want to, increase their revenue, the share prices, definitely we have to think about restructuring the education system from the colleges, from the institution, and from the knowledge transition perspective also. So already these things are already there in a curriculum. If you look into the BTech or BCO, I think these things are already there, but it hasn't worked at all. When I was there in BSc IT, I was everything was there, and everything is still there. Even in the constitution, everything is there to protect the individuality, to protect the right of people. But is it getting executed? Is it being implemented properly? That is the main question that we have to ask at whatever level we are sitting. I hope this gets sorted out. And by talking, we cannot do more. So practically, in my next video, I'm going to show you the difference between ChatGPT and DALL-E and other AI tools. Also, I'm going to show you, if you have not seen my other videos, how Python scripts, how the coding can be easily done through the chat GPT. So I'll be seeing you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching me, and do comment if you like this sort of videos, and do subscribe to my channel if you were interested to see such contents. Thank you so much. Take care.